Are you fucking kidding me? Estimated time wait 9 minutes 50. By the time it hit the 5-minute mark, it went up to 11:25. And now this bullshit. Did it drop down again? Or did it go up again while it was connecting? I have no clue. Or when it was placing. No, fucking. If this goes into cooldown, then I'm going to be pissed off. But it'll give me time to talk about something else for another video. Fuck me, come on. La da da dee, da 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 da. I would say I'm in a rush, but I still got how long? I've still got 2.5 hours till my girlfriend finishes work. Are you fucking for real, game? Let's see how long this is going to take. Cool down, you cunt. Well, I guess that gives me a chance to talk about something else. So, Mr. Black. Obviously, because of the mask. But I had a thought about if we had Mr. Black from Predators, the 2010 movie, what would that DLC character be like? Because we got Hunter, health, stamina, movement speed, gear. Berserker, health, stamina, movement speed and gear. I think it would be a mix of the Hunter and the Berserker, because if you've watched the 2010 movie Predators, you don't see Mr. Black a whole lot, to be honest. You see him at the camp scene, ripping the spine out of Wally Goggins, who played the prisoner, or the FBI's most wanted. You see him fight the Jungle Hunter Predator, and then fight Adrian Brody. And he a big strong boy. Don't know what he is like in terms of stamina and movement speed, because you don't get to see it that much. But I'm guessing his health would be around the 3, creeping into slowly a little bit, creeping into the 4 bar. Stamina will probably be at a 2, 2.5. Same for movement speed. And he didn't really have much gear, so I'd probably keep that at a 2 anyway, just for the sake of it. As for how he looks, well, basically you just rip him from the movie like you did the City Hunter and the Jungle Hunter 87 look. And in terms of weaponry, I mean, he didn't really use any weapons. He had his wrist blade and his plasma caster. but he only had a one-bladed wrist blade, kind of like the Alpha does, which would give him an opportunity to have a unique Predator effect, because the wrist launcher comes from Predator 2. With Mr. Black's wrist blade, in the final fight scene of the movie, spoilers if you haven't watched the movie from 11 years ago, he can launch it. He can shoot his wrist blade. Now for Mr. Black, if they ever were to put him in a game, the opportunity to do that, shoot the wrist blade at a fireteam member, and it sticks in them. And the upside and downside to this is, the bonus is it would cause bleed damage on a fireteam member, and if they heal, the knife drops out and you have to pick it back up in order to use your wrist blade ever again in the game. The downside is, if they don't heal up, the fireteam member still has that wrist blade stuck in him. You have to walk up to him, which should be easy enough, and just pick it up out of him. So that could be a cool, unique effect that would be exclusive to Mr. Black, if they were to ever put him in a game. So we know how he looks, we know he can have that unique effect. Stat wise, we've gone over that. But specializations, because in Predators 2010, the only gear you saw used by Predators were the heat vision, which they all have, traps when they set a trap around Danny Trejo, and a net. But we already have net gun and bear traps in the game. So I'm not sure what other unique weapons they would bring out if they were to bring out a Mr. Black DLC. But then again, they could always surprise us. As for specializations, I don't know. The only specialization I can think of is in his fight with Adrian Brody, he used different vision modes, but then so did the City Hunter from Predator 2. And we kind of have what he had in Predators, where he could see the heartbeat, and you kind of have that with, oh God's sake, don't. You kind of have that with spectral awareness with a sound indicator, where you hear the fire team shooting or talking from distances. Maybe he can have a heartbeat sensor as one of his specializations, where he can see fire team members' heartbeats regardless of when they're covered up in mud. That might be a pretty unique specialization to make it more interesting to play as Mr. Black. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas here. I mean, we've just given Ilphonic a Mr. Black DLC package there, with an idea for one specialization. But if you have any further ideas, let me know what you think in the comments, or get Ilphonic to have a look at this video and see if they'll work on it. And I'm going to try and get a match, and I shall see you all later.